Good morning, guys. It's been a busy morning already. My husband is off to town to go put that clutch into the pickup, or at least tear it apart so that he can put it in. And my day is going to start with pulling out these breeding groups, and then when the frost finally decides to go away, I'm gonna go ahead and try and pull out. I've got the whole fence cut apart. I just need to pull it out of the ground now. So that'll be this afternoon's project. Oh, hey bud, how you doing? You didn't really eat a whole lot of your hay, but you're still up. So last night when we got home and started feeding, Sheldon was cast in that ram pasture and the boys were just walking all over him. He's still a little stiff, but instead of leaving him out there so that he could fall over again and get beaten around by everybody else, we just brought him in here. And it was dark and my camera was dead, so I didn't get any video last night, but he seems to be doing a lot better this morning. But I'm still gonna leave him in here for at least today. So what we'll do is, this group will probably be, no, we'll do Buddy's group first, and then these guys, and then Bruno's group. We're just going to pull everybody. All the ewes are going to go back into here. We'll put the rams in this pen over here just to hold them for the time being till I can get all the girls out, and then we'll put the rams back in the ram pen. But yeah, I have not really seen any activity. Yeah, even Buddy's not really pushing anybody. So we're just going to call it, because I would rather have hay to feed my sheep than have to sell my sheep and have no lambs. You know what I mean? we'll just let these 3 boys hang for a while. There's plenty of hay on the ground that they can grub, and I'm gonna go let all the girls out. So it does look like everybody got covered except Selena. Ah, well. Hopefully they all took on the first try. Okay, let's get them out with the big group and hope the big group doesn't like blow the gate and make my morning not go as smoothly. Come on, girls. Hey, you 3. Out. Oop, boys just realized the girls were leaving. Good girls. Come on, girls. Come on. Good girls. Okay. Oh, I think he got the heater working. Cool. That makes me happy. Okay, one project done. Oh no, not quite. Let's move the boys next. So the goal is to get the boys in with the rest of the boys. However, my gate swings the wrong way. How's my Simon? Hi. What you doing, Elvis? No, Zeppelin, you've been a jerk. You've been like headbutting all the boys this morning. You're not my favorite. Okay, but these guys are all going to want to come out as soon as I open this gate. So the plan is to kind of bring the boys into this corner and swing this gate so that they'll swing through without dying. I'm hoping the fact that they're being congenial to each other in the alleyway means that they're not going to try and beat the tar out of each other once I get them moving. But they're rams, and they might. So we will do this gingerly. Come on, boys. You guys are gonna make me come get you, aren't you? And now you're starting to be dumb. Rams. They're not moving, and now they've started headbutting each other, so I will just leave this open so that they can at least get into this big pen, and hopefully eventually sometime today I will be able to get them back in with the rest of the rams. But I really don't feel like getting hurt today, and while I don't think they'd actually ram me, there's the potential of them accidentally hitting me when they're going after somebody else. I've had that done before. Ace caught me one day when he was I was trying to get a lamb out of the pen, and he was trying to get the other ram that was kind of stalking me. This was a long, long time ago, and we no longer have that ram. And he was trying to get him away from me, and when he went to butt that ram, the ram moved, I moved, and Ace hit me, and I went down hard. And boy, was he apologetic. I have never seen a ram like duck his head and just shrink in on himself. So yes, it can happen even with the best rams that have the best intentions. And I just took the girls away, so they're gonna be stupid. And I'm not trying to make excuses for my rams, because they are rams and they do stupid things. But I'd just rather be safe and not take the risk until they... It's gotta hurt. But until they calm down a little bit. So we'll let them sort themselves out, and I need more coffee. So I'm gonna head back to the house, get some more coffee, wait for it to warm up. I was having a hard time pulling gates out of the mud everything's still frozen down pretty good this morning, so I'm going to wait for a little bit, maybe another couple hours before I try to pull that fence out. All I have is my yellow car. He took the pickup with him this morning, so I kind of don't want to ruin it. Apparently they're all feeling the weather. Zeppelin's being the biggest jerk this morning, though. And part of it, these baby rams are growing up, and everybody's looking for a pecking order. And so they're all thinking they're hot stuff. And then there's Casanova here. He doesn't care about anything but the girls, but he sure thinks he has a chance with any of them over there. Okay, let's see if we got all the clips pulled off so that we can take this whole thing down. I might have to hook it onto the car and pull, but we're gonna try. Alrighty, fence is down. So this whole section is gonna get done as well. I don't know when. I know originally the plan was to go from here and then keep going all the way to the corner down there, and then make this little triangle part of the implement lot, which I'm hoping to get cleaned up this year. I cut the fence off short here. I didn't take it right to the post because I just don't know what his plan is, but it's down. So when he gets home tonight with the pickup, we will go ahead and wrap this and pull it to the junk pile. And then hopefully tomorrow, if it's as nice as today is supposed to be, we will be able to stretch that other fence. Then I can let my sheep out again. More coffee. And then I have a couple things to do at the house. I promised my daughter we would record a podcast episode for her podcast. If all things work right in my world, my first podcast will be out tomorrow on New Year's Day, and then every Monday following. I actually got to get on that, don't I? Okay, coffee first, house next, then the next project. Oh, evening, guys. Very, very late evening. It's almost 8 o'clock. We're just getting down to the barn to feed. And my rams blew the gate between them and the lambs. They're in the alleyway with all the lambs. I kind of forgot about them. When I headed up for lunch, my daughter wanted to record her podcast, so we did. And then I realized I needed to upload mine so it would actually post on New Year's Day. And then we got started on other things. And now we're feeding. I feel like I've done a lot today, but nothing at the same time. So I need to get them out. But I think we're going to feed what's outside first, just to keep the other boys from trying to come out the gate. I think that'll make our lives a little simpler.
What?
It's almost 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Making any goals this year?
Goals?
Yeah, we don't do resolutions. Those are a joke. We go for goals.
Well, I have have two choices, not necessarily goals, but two choices.
Okay.
First one is not really a choice in that sense, but I could win an election,
Okay.
become a county commissioner,
Okay.
and be happy with my new job.
Okay.
Or I can lose an election and be happy with my old job.
Okay. That sounds like a reasonable goal to me.
Those are my two choices.
Okay.
I just have to keep the unhappy part out of either of them.
That's right. That's right.
So,
the losing part.
Yes.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I got, ma'am.
Okay.
And you?
For me, I'm kind of on the wrong side of the light.
Here, hold on. Let me see if I can give you some light. Does that make it better or worse? Oh, look, it's like a campfire almost.
We should. That's what we should have done. We should have made a bonfire tonight.
Still can.
That's too cold. I'm freezing. I want to be done.
Well, if you get a big enough bonfire.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Okay, so my goals for this year, it's a really good question. I wasn't prepared to answer. Oh, I want to master making sourdough. I've failed many times. This is going to be the year I'm going to master it. Be able to make all sorts of sourdough goodies. And as for sheep related,
Get a cut back?
I have to cut back. You told me to. I won't have enough hay if I don't.
Correct.
So cutting back, but my goal is to have a stellar hay season so I don't have to cut back anymore. But to do that, I have to have a swather, which you need to get on.
Mm-hmm.
Switch the headers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the other sheep goal would be to quit worrying about what everybody else thinks I'm doing wrong and go back to doing things the way I was doing them, where I didn't have really bad lamb crops and I didn't have dead lambs and
Okay, but all that
lambing issues.
But all of that started with them freaking birds. And so now we can't run our sheep out on the pasture like we always do.
That is true.
And that's what's changed all. So part of that's out of your control.
It is.
But I did notice that you started you were horning in on my goals. Because if I got to start working to help you and your goals,
Mm-hmm.
like the swather,
Mm-hmm.
well, then that cuts out of time for my goals.
You only had one goal. And how much time is that going to take?
My goal was to be happy. That was it. That's all I wanted to do. I just want to be happy. And if I got to work on your swather, then I might not be as happy.
You will be happy because then I'll be happy. And what's the saying?
Happy wife, happy life.
Yep.
We've all been there.
Yep. Okay, let's go feed the big group because I'm running out of ambition.
And our campfire's starting to dwindle.
That's right. Happy
Okay.
New Year, guys.